Welcome to Konya, one of Turkey's most religious conservative cities and home to the whirling dervishes. I arrived here yesterday around about 5 o'clock. Just had a short wander around the city. It's completely different to where I've been spending the last month or so, travelling down the western coast of Turkey. We're back in the city, back in land. And one of the first things I noticed was how bloody cold it is. As you can see, the hat's back out, the big coat's back out, and the other thing that I noticed about the city is there are no bars. No. Anyway, I think there are one or two off licenses around. You might be able to get a beer in certain restaurants or posh hotels, but apart from that, you're going to struggle. Don't come to Konya for the nightlife. The only coffee shop I could find that wasn't just selling Turkish coffee is a place called Henka Coffee, and it is actually part of the hotel, which looks very, very posh. So I didn't really want to stay in there. The coffee was 19, which is a decent price. I gave her 20 and told her to keep the tip, and she looked offended, like it wasn't enough. I came outside because it's a bit posh in there, and nice views over the mosque. Start the day nice and gently with a lovely Americano. Well, it was good coffee in the Henka coffee shop, and that's 5 minutes from a hotel, so that's going to serve me well for the next 4 days. Got 4 days in this city, which is probably more than enough. Well, this certainly looks like it used to be a mosque. Apparently this is the museum now, and it's supposedly a very good museum. I seem to have visited at the right time, because no ticket. I thought that because he'd finished yesterday that I would have had to pay to get in, but apparently not. Now there is an audio guide which I've been told is worth getting, and it's only 40 lira, and being as I've not had to pay to get in, and I think I'm going to go for that. Right, before I go in, just having a look around the outside of the museum, which definitely must have surely been a mosque, and there are gravestones and tombs all around. This tomb here was built in 1585, so I'm presuming that the mosque itself was built in the 16th century, right next to this other huge mosque. Not sure which one came first, and this appears to be the main entrance. If you're interested in Islamic history and Islamic art and Islamic artifacts, then it's definitely worth checking out. They've got some amazing stuff in there, and it was free to get in, but I think that's just because it was the end of Eid yesterday, so everything seems to be free. I'm not sure how much it is during normal times. I paid 40 lira for the audio guide, which, to be honest, I didn't really listen to it. I kept pressing the right numbers, but then just ignoring what was being said. This is a nice little area. Now this might be the place where I'll come for coffee tomorrow, because this looks really nice. I'm liking Konya so far. If you want to come to a city that's completely untouched by tourism, and just as I've said that, there's a sign for tourist information pointing to a tourist information centre, but it's really seems to be. Hi Ben, you alright?
Hi.
Hello, you alright? And as you can see, the people are just mega friendly. It's really, really cool. Just a couple of minutes walk away from the Mevlana Museum is the Konya Martyrs Museum, which is dedicated to those people that fought for the independence of Turkey. And I do believe it's free as well. So it's definitely worth checking out. Let's go and have a look. Oh, this is a very beautiful building. And on either side, as you go in, it's completely symmetrical. We've got these fountains, which we've just seen in the other museum, but wasn't working. So now we can see it in all its glory. Wow, this is beautiful. Are these the names of all the people that died? Or the people that died from Konya? Check out the mosaics. Just looking at the numbers, we're up to 5,000. As far as memorials go, this is pretty impressive. Just at the back of the memorial is this miniature museum of the War of Independence. Çanakkale, I've been there. This is really cool. And this is free as well. You don't have to pay for any of this. I'm heading over there to the cultural centre just to kind of see if I can find any information about the Whirling Dervishes concert that takes place on Saturday. Past this thing called the Panorama Konya Museum. According to the website, it's only 6 lira to get in. It's only small, but let's give it a go. Well, the actual Panorama Centre with all the kind of famous Turkish buildings is in the middle there, just to my right, but apparently I go downstairs first. That's what he said. Oh, here we go. Panorama Gallery. Just follow the signs in. That's the cafe. Don't need to go in there. Well, this looks like the panorama that I saw in, where was it? Bussia. Bloody hell. They're all Mevlevi lodges from mainly around Turkey, but this one's from Plovdiv and it's huge. And apparently part of it is now used as a restaurant. I must have missed that. A lot of these lodges have been destroyed during wars and fires, and a lot of restoration went on in the 1960s and 1970s. These places must be absolutely huge in real life. Look at the size of these things. They just get bigger and bigger. This is the cultural centre of Konya, and every Saturday there's a performance of the whirling dervishes. And I'm not sure that it's inside or whether it's here. This looks like it looks like it could be here actually. So maybe it's free. Might be a bit too cold to have it outside, I don't know. The world's largest indoor whirling hall with a capacity of 3,000. As I thought, the security guy came out to see what I was doing, having a wander around. There's nothing going on here today, so there's no reason for me to be here. But he said, basically, turn up on Saturday, buy your ticket, all's good. Don't need to buy it in advance. And it's very friendly. Every security guard that I've come across in Turkey has just been exceptionally friendly. They really do like helping out tourists, even in kind of cities that are not particularly touristy. Anyway, that's my Saturday night sorted. I'm not going to go out and get absolutely hammered. I'm taking some whirling dervishes. I walked past this place on my way to the cultural centre, but I thought it was closed because all the doors were closed. There didn't seem to be any sign of people going in or out. But I've just seen someone go in, so I've just come a bit closer because I'm not exactly sure what it is. And they have the whirling dervish concerts here as well. 8:30 tomorrow, and it starts again from May the 6th, which is tomorrow. And apparently it's free here. So I'm going to go and check it out, see what's going on, see if I can find out more information. Hello. Here the whirling dervishes? Tomorrow. Okay. So just turn up tomorrow? Okay. What is it okay to walk around? Yes. Thank you. Cheers. So it seems to be kind of workshops and crafty type stuff. The things you find when you're just wandering around the streets. So this will be where the actual concert takes place. There's a guy selling incense and he's got some burning and it smells wonderful. Back at the mosque, which is next to my hostel now. Really hungry, to be honest. So I had the etli ekmek yesterday and it was pretty good, so I think I'm going to go for another one. Not been to this place. Etli ekmek 42 and an ayran is 8, so around 50. £2.5. So we'll see what it looks like when it comes. Nice views. Check this out. That's insane. Well, that was an almost comical lunch. So I need to walk it off now. And all around here was all closed yesterday. This is like the market area. So yeah, let's just go and have a wander around, see what's for sale. It's crazy, this was just all completely closed yesterday. There was nothing out on the streets, all the shutters were down. Different story today. Right in the centre of the market, got another huge mosque. It's my second full day here in Konya and I'm pretty buzzing right now because I've just been to a coffee shop called B and the coffee was so good I had two. So I'm high on coffee right now and I've just walked over through the cultural park to get a closer look at this mosque. Now I did see this the other night when it was all lit up. It's pretty impressive, this one. I can't believe the difference in the weather between Alanya and all the other coastal places I visited and Konya. It's like 13 degrees here and chucking it down with rain. This is the culture park of Konya. I did come here the other night and there's supposedly a music and light show with the fountains. There didn't seem to be any evidence of that the other day, but...
Hello there.
How are you doing, man? Alright, yeah. We've got an old tram here converted into a coffee shop, cafe. I would have had a go at that, but I've already had 2 coffees. Can't work out what this is supposed to be. Well, today I'm going out to see some whirling dervishes at some community hall. The one I was in yesterday. It's free admission. It says to get there about 8:15 to get sat down. The actual show starts at 8:30. I'm about 10 minutes walk away and it's about 8:05, so that's pretty good timing. I've just been and had some food in that restaurant, Sifa I think it was called. And I thought I'd go for the local dishes, so I had the okra soup. I'm not a massive fan of okra, but it is a local dish, so let's give it a go. Oh wow, that is actually really, really nice. And then the kebab, which name I've already forgotten. So this is another local dish. This is the whirling kebab, which apparently is basically lamb, but it's completely not spiced at all. Not like doner meat. It's just basically all about the quality of the lamb. And this looks pretty good. It smells amazing. It was absolutely delicious. 10-minute walk to burn off them calories, and let's go and see some whirling dervishes. Right in the city, where they came from. I'm back at the Martyr Memorial. As you can see, it looks much more impressive during the night time. To be honest, most of the places in Konya look better in the night because everything's lit up. I think the community centre is just literally 5 minutes from here, maybe not even that. I've no idea if it's going to be busy. It's the first one they've had in a while. They didn't have any during Ramadan, so this is the first performance, so it might be busy. But then again, the people of Konya probably see whirling dervishes quite a lot. They've seen them a lot in their lifetime. So maybe it's not going to be as busy as I thought. We shall see. I hope I can get a seat downstairs so I'm literally facing the dancers. Well, it's literally 1 minute past the memorial and I've just seen a big group of people going in, so hopefully I can get in and get a seat. Well, I wasn't able to get a seat downstairs. Apparently it's full. Guy asked me for a ticket, but I've got a good view here. Facing the band. I'm presuming that's where the band's going to be. And right above the performance. Right, looks like we're about to start. Well, that was a unique experience. I'm not sure it was exactly what I was expecting. I mean, it was in some ways, but I was kind of expecting like a show, a performance, and it wasn't that at all. There was a message up on the screens before it started saying that this is not an artistic performance, this is a religious ceremony. I guess if you see whirling dervishes in other parts of Turkey, certainly in the tourist parts, then they are shows, and they'll probably spin around to the latest Turkish pop. But that was full-on ceremonial. For the first 5 or 10 minutes it was just chants and people praying. Yeah, it was that was a great experience. It was exactly 1 hour. It was free admission. And I'm not sure if the performance that's in the cultural centre, which is just further on that way, if that might be a bit more of a performance rather than a religious ceremony. So I think I chose the right one. That was the real deal. Americano? Americano, yeah. This is the coffee shop that I was heading to yesterday before I got sidetracked by the bee coffee shop. This looks very cool, to be honest. Really nice, quirky place. Lots of musical instruments hanging around. And even got a balcony, oh yeah. Perfect. This is a really, really cool coffee shop. If you're in Konya, then check out Dante's Cafe. It's really, really nice. And the coffee is excellent as well. And it even comes in its own Dante cup. Right, the coffee was so good. I'm going to have another. It's my final night in Konya. And Sheffield United won 4-0. They beat Fulham 4-0, can you believe it? So we're in the playoffs. So I wasn't going to have a beer tonight, but well, I've got to celebrate now, haven't I? So it's the long walk to what it could possibly be the only off licence in Konya. 14 minutes through this very strange estate. It seems to be a place that is full of shops selling toilets and sinks. Anyway, I need to get some food as well, but first stop, off licence. One of the problems that I have had here in Konya is that there is literally no food alternatives to traditional Turkish food, which is great. I've eaten some fantastic food while I've been here, but a bit fed up of kebab, to be honest. And yeah, I had a kebab for breakfast come lunch and I can't face another. So I fancy a burger, but there's no one that does burgers apart from Burger King. Now, I always considered Burger King to be a poor McDonald's, if such a thing could exist. But it's easy, it's straightforward, and it means I'll be in and out. I'm back at the hotel enjoying my FS malt in no time. It's a 9 minutes walk from here. Looks like it's taking me through looks like it's taking me through the residential part. It's a big city, Konya. 1.5 million people live here. It's been a few years since I had a Burger King, and I remember at the time thinking how bad it was. I was actually surprised at how bad it was. My expectations weren't exactly high, but it still managed to surprise me, and not in a good way. And well, I have to report that they've not improved any. Food was absolutely dreadful, and not even hot. So it's going to be a good few years until you see me in a Burger King again. Bloody hell, I wish I'd had a kebab now.